Postmarked Denver, Colorado, October 7th, 10:30 a.m., 1952. Written October 6th, 52. Dear sweetheart, did George W. tell you I bought a scratch pad to use as stationery? He helped me pick it out, so I thought he might have. I'll admit it's not the nicest, smoothest paper on the market, but you'll have to admit it's about the cheapest. When I hung up the phone, I decided to write my little honey anyway. Marilyn came out and asked who I had been talking to on the phone and who I was writing. To whom I was writing, I should say, I reckon. 2. Never end a sentence with a preposition, in parentheses. Don't you like the way I isolated it? ? Something tells me I'm going to use this for its intended purpose. I've got a feeling it holds so much on one sheet that what I write won't look like much. For a second or two, I thought I might cry after I hung up the phone. Then I decided, since I'd managed to keep from it last night, it would be awfully silly to. I love you so much. Don't know whether I told you or not, but every morning Barb Taylor and I have coffee together. She isn't working right now. I don't know if she applied anywhere for one or not, but she was pretty tired from last year, so I guess they thought with her scholarship they'd do all right. The open house rulings here are changed. We can have guests on the first and third weekends from 4 to 9 p.m. Genetics is getting to be quite complicated, but rather easy as long as I can keep all of the factors in mind. We are working on variations of the dihybrid ratio, which include the clear factors, the inhibitor, the supplementary, and the cumulative factors. It's loads of fun so far. Our class is small, friendly, and Dr. Holk is apparently a better teacher in a smaller class. No one feels stupid if they can't answer a question, and Holk acts as if it's only to be expected. Dr. Shirley in Ed Soch is interesting, but can't be pinned down. At the top of the page it says, I love you, sweetheart 3. To know what the problem is in a classroom will be, etc. For 2 days, we debated sex education in the schools. At what level, etc. A utopia of such a problem would be frank, adequate, and sensible education from practically birth on up by the parents, or I presume it would be. But the attitude and approach of a teacher makes or breaks the value of a class, along with parent reaction. Dr. Shirley is all theory, a little idealistic, and anything but a teacher of practical techniques to be used on the classroom. Yes, his pet peeve is, are men rational beings? Over and over and over again, we start on that. Every time we decide people aren't all one or the other, but the next week we start over again. For my money, rationality and irrationality are degrees. No one is completely one or the other. The degree to which a person bears rational and irrational varies almost constantly. Someday I shall ask Dr. Shirley if all men are so irrational that they cannot make safe decisions. Then he, being a man, is irrational and cannot be trusted with make trusted decisions. So what is it so brilliant with his decision that all men are irrational? Oh my goodness. We debate about sin a lot too, but it's 9:30 and I won't go into that now. Honey, I just realized I've written 3.5 pages and haven't said I love you yet. I'm going to go back, write it on the top of all of the pages. And she did. Quincy went to Luigi's last night and lost his purse. Lost her purse. Quincy went to Lula's. I don't know, it's the name of something. To Lula's last night and lost her purse. She was just, I don't guess just is spelled just like that, but I was yawning. Sick about it, poor kid. She works 31 hours a week in the bookstore and carries 15 hours, and I'm complaining, but I work hard. I work harder, and I'm complaining, but I work harder. I've got ink all over me again. Drat this pen. Well, my darling, I'm going to say goodnight to you, and I'll write again tomorrow or Wednesday. Goodbye, and I love you more than anyone or anything in this world, and I'm all yours and only yours. All my love, Joyce. Okay, we're going to go back and read this whole men irrationality thing again. Let's see.